This video brought to you by Morphin Network is sponsored by Ranger Stock Convention, which is November 13th to the 15th, 2020 in Orlando, Florida. Go to rangerstoporlando.com for more info.
Kat, how was quarantine?
Quarantine, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely, the first couple of weeks were really hard for me because I'm such a people person. So it's been challenging for me to just not be physically present with people, and just people with masks, you can't see their faces. Like, I can't comfort and hug people. It's just a weird kind of feeling, isn't it? Like you're around each other, but you can't be near each other, you know? So my kids and my husband are getting a lot more hugs and kisses from me these days, but no, it's been an adjustment, but it's what we need to do, and we just gotta do it for now, and hopefully if people do it, then we'll be over it sooner, you know?
Hey guys, welcome to a special live stream interview with the legendary Pink Ranger, Catherine Sutherland. And welcome, Kat. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Oh, we got a little bit. Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So let's get the interview started. So, Miss Sutherland, can you tell us about yourself?
Well, my name is Catherine Chilson. That's my legal name. When I got married, I changed my name from Catherine Sutherland to Catherine Chilson. I grew up in Australia. I lived in Australia till I was 20, and then I moved over to America when I started filming Power Rangers, and I've been here ever since. So I've actually been here longer than I was there, which is crazy to think. I live in California with my husband and my two children. Lily is 13. Well, actually, no, she's going to be 14 next week. And my son, Callum, is 12. And what else? What else can I tell you? I love to exercise, hike, yoga, watch movies. My favorite thing to do is spend time with people I love. I love to help people, encourage people.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes, and we all love you for doing that.
Aw, thank you.
It's much appreciated. How did you get started in acting?
I was a dancer to start with. When I started dancing when I was 5 years old, I was a ballerina and went on to do all forms of dance. And when I was about 12, I started getting into singing and playing piano and all of that. So I convinced my parents when I was 13 to go to a performing arts high school, and it's kind of like Juilliard. So we did dance, acting, anything to do with the creative arts I got to do, and it was just the most amazing experience. And so I started getting really into musical theater, and dance kind of took a back seat for me. And when I was about 17, I was scouted to model, and I ended up kind of jumping around to different agencies, and the agency I ended up landing with was an agency called Cameron's in Sydney, and they were also an acting agency. So I had told them, look, I'm in acting school, and do you think you could send me out for some auditions? And they were like, well, yeah, sure. So I just started going out for commercials at first. But I was doing theater for years, so I'd been, performing on the stage for a long time, and then I just, was working in Australia, different shows and stuff, and then the Power Ranger audition happened and brought me over here. So it's kind of crazy how it all happened very quickly,
And we're glad it did.
We're glad it did.
Yes, me too.
Speaking of Power Rangers, can you tell us what the audition process was like for Power Rangers?
Yes, so for me, I know it was probably different for the others because they were auditioning here in America. For me, the first audition was a scene, like an acting scene, and a very short martial arts routine. They wanted to see like 30 seconds of high kicks and spins and stuff. And I had a friend who was a martial artist who kind of helped me put something together. Being that I was a dancer, I picked things up really quickly, so that was good. And then the second audition, I had to do another scene and another martial arts routine. And then the third callback was down to a smaller group of girls. I think there was only about 5 of us at that point. And we met with Shuki Levy, one of the producers. And he just kind of wanted to get to know our personalities a little bit. And then 3 weeks later, they called me and offered me the role. So it was crazy. I remember being very bold, leaving the first, when I met him, we'd had this really great conversation. And then when I was leaving, I said, I hope you make the right decision, Mr. Levy. And I was thinking, I would never normally have said something like that at 20 years old. I was so, worried about what people thought of me. But I had this very bold moment when I left that room. And I guess it made an impression because he ended up casting me. So...
And that was a really great casting. And
thank you.
What was the experience like while filming Power Rangers?
It was very exciting when I first started. I mean, it was my first series regular role, so I was so excited to be on set every single day and, on this big Hollywood show, and it was all very exciting. But once you kind of get into it, we worked really, really long days, like 12, 15-hour days sometimes, because sometimes we finish filming and have to go and record ADR, which is the digital recording for all the helmet heads. We had to do the voiceover for all of that. So we would be filming and then have to go and do that afterwards. And usually I was called in very early in the morning because I had long hair. It was me and Jason, and he always got in to come in later than me. That's very unfair. But anyway. So I would start, 5, 6 in the morning. And it was a long day, but I wouldn't change it for a thing. It was just such an amazing time of my life,
Amazing.
Yeah.
Speaking of your cast, do you have any fun behind the scene moments while on set? Any season?
So many. I mean, we were together every single day. Jason Frank was always playing practical jokes on us. I was often the brunt of his jokes, me and David Yost. There was so many memories because we were with each other all the time. One fun thing we did during Turbo was we were filming, and you're on set for a long time and you're taking, waiting for them to finish setting up. So Johnny and Jason had little Super 8 cameras, and we started filming like a little horror movie, and we would we were just running around being silly and filming, and so that was a really fun thing to do. And just I remember sitting with Nikki, and I would sit and talk for hours about solving the world's problems and boyfriends and all of that stuff. But so many. It's hard to kind of pinpoint one thing because there was so many beautiful moments together, and fights too. We would fight sometimes.
Speaking of video, do you still have that footage of you in that horror film footage you have?
I think Jason and Johnny have it. Yeah. Jason Franks was really smart. He collected a lot of stuff. And I didn't think, I would be sitting here 25 years later talking to people about the show. I really didn't. So he saw further ahead than I did, but he has so many old pictures and amazing behind the scenes things from when they filmed the first movie and then the stuff on our movie. So yeah, he's got it somewhere. I just don't think he can release it without permission.
Let's see.
This is about one of your most recent things with Power Rangers. Can you tell us what the experience was like coming back for the 25th anniversary?
Oh, yes. Well, it was really fun. I didn't get the script for it until I got to New Zealand. So I had no idea what suit I was wearing or what the story was or anything until we did the read through of the script. And I have to say, I wish they'd done more with our characters, but they were very clear that we were just the flavoring on top of the cake. This was Ninja Steel's show, and we were just coming in as a little sprinkle of fun for the fans. But so many of you have asked for a reunion episode, and I wish they would give that to the fans and just do something just dedicate a whole hour to some fan favorite Rangers and bring them together and do a really fun story. That would be what the fans want. But they didn't do that. So it was really fun to come back. I wish that we'd seen more of Kat, where she was today or whatever. But they chose to just keep it very just short and sweet. And I think the reason they used the turbo suit was because that was the Sentai footage they were using. So they kind of pick people based on what footage they're using, I think. But it was really fun to go back. It was so nostalgic, and watching the kids, I call them kids because they're the age I was when I came on the show. Isn't that crazy? It was really fun to see their excitement, and some of them had watched the show when I was on it, so they were so excited to meet me, and I was really excited to meet them, and they were adorable. It was fun just watching them interact and thinking back to us when we were on the show at their age and the excitement that they felt, So it was fun.
What's cool about the episode was it kind of did confirm that you did maybe marry Tommy, because I don't remember that Christmas special.
The Zio episode, they insinuated that Tommy and Kat were old married couple together. So it was, what I thought was weird in the Ninja Steel episode though was that the whole episode, Tommy never once said my wife, or there was no indication that I was JJ's mother. Or is that kid's name? He was JJ, is that right?
Yeah. Right.
And then he didn't even act like he knew me and Rocky any better than anyone else. And then we held hands going through I was like, he didn't say, "Oh, honey, are you okay?" There was no relationship. Rocky and Kat didn't even say, "It's so good to see you." It was so strange. We were just appeared and we disappeared. So I thought that was kind of funny. But you just don't have to make too much sense of Power Rangers. We just got to go with it.
Definitely, it is Power Ranger logic. So
yeah.
And something Power Rangers kind of currently been teaching me is that nothing really is set in stone. So
no.
Maybe we will get to see you again as Zio Pink, and then we'll also get to see you and Tommy officially say, yes, we're married, we have a son. Yes.
Yeah. And I think the comics have been really good for that, haven't they? Because they kind of entertain all the things that fans might want to have seen happen that didn't happen. So that's really fun. Because when fans, I know the Ranger Slayer and Kimberly, and then the darker Tommy with the Lord Draken. And I think it's really fun that they're kind of taking a new angle and doing a lot of things in the comics that they wouldn't have had the budget for the show,
Mm-hmm.
So it's fun. It's really fun.
Definitely. Now, going back to current time. So we know that you and the lovely Mrs. Nakiva Reese have a special show called Power Rangers Playback.
Yes,
we
do.
Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. Thank you for asking. Yeah, we started Power Rangers Playback. We had an idea. We were at a convention together, and we just thought, gosh, we have so much fun together. We should do something for our fans. And we were kind of playing around with different ideas. And then we thought, it'd be really fun to watch our episodes and talk about our time on the show. And we have run into some roadblocks with copyright claims. So we're trying to figure out how to still do it without using the footage, because it's just we don't want to get the channel taken down for an upset Hasbro or Saban. So we're trying to figure that out. But it's been really fun to watch the episodes together and laugh about it and just learn about the show, because we never watched it when we were on it. And we've had fun guests, and she's my sister, so it's been such a joy to be able to do a project together like this, because we really haven't worked together since the show. We did The Order, that little sizzle reel for The Order, but that's been it. And so we've had a lot of fun and a lot of laughter. No one makes me laugh like Nakia. She's got the most contagious laugh. So we've had a good time.
Watching yourself on the show, does it feel like you're looking at another lifetime?
Yeah, it does. It really does. It feels like so long ago, and yet not either. And when I'm watching it, I'm going, oh my gosh, now as I'm watching it, it's coming back to me, and I'm going, oh my gosh, I remember that day, and oh, I remember, Nakia, you were doing this, and it's just funny to kind of my life, my 20s has been captured on camera, and I do look back and look at that girl and think, gosh, I wish I'd enjoyed my life more, instead of stopped being so worried about what people thought of me and, insecurities that you have in your 20s. I wish I could go back and just push all that away and just have enjoyed it,
Some advice for you for the YouTube thing: try doing 3 seconds of footage.
We did. We've even done just stills. And what we don't get is that there's other shows that do that Like we've found all these other YouTube channels that do have using the Power Rangers footage. I don't know if it's because we have Power Rangers in our title that it's flagging it more, but it's really strange. We know other people have been using it, and you see people reviewing movies and TV shows and everything, and not all of them they can't imagine all of them have permission, like kind of paid for the footage. So I'm not sure why we're getting flagged, but
YouTube is just weird. They passed a weird COPA law this year too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even when you have fair use, which we've been doing all of the guidelines, we've done everything that fair use says you should do, and they still said that ultimately the person that owns the footage, they own the footage. That's it. Like they can say whatever they want, even if you have changed the footage slightly or you've added your own flair to it. Ultimately, it's still theirs, and they can say no. So,
I think.
Hopefully, you guys will.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We want to make sure that we're doing the right thing by the Hasbro, obviously, but we still want to bring the fans what they want to. So we're working on it.
Can you tell us what your thoughts are on the Power Ranger fandom as a whole?
I really am amazed at how incredible you guys are. Like, we have the most loyal, supportive, amazing fandom, and the way that you are with each other as well. Like, I know from conventions that people have fallen in love, like Power Ranger fans have met and fallen in love. And I feel so honored to be part of it. And I feel like we really are a big family. You know, when you guys have been to Morphicon, you see how it is. It's like everybody just loves each other, and we all share this love of Power Rangers. And it's a beautiful thing. I've really enjoyed through social media getting to know more about how it's affected the fans' lives. You know, we had no idea when we were filming the show what it was, how much it meant to all of you. So it's a gift. Really is a gift and a blessing.
And we want to thank you for giving us awesome memories.
Thank you. Thank you for watching and giving us a chance to do that and be in your living rooms with you every single day.
What is your advice to any aspiring actor or actress who wants to be in the industry?
Yeah, kind of back to what I was saying about being really true to who you are. Find what it is that makes you shine and makes you special, and don't compromise that, because Hollywood, the acting industry is brutal, and they will try to change you and make you what they think you should be. And what makes you unique and special, no one has that. So stay true to that. Get lessons, get acting lessons, just hone your craft, make yourself as educated in your craft as possible, so that you're ready when you do get auditions to bring what they need and feel confident.
Definitely.
So do you have any upcoming projects, or do you want to just tell your fans what you're doing these days?
Yeah. I'm writing a lot these days. I did release a children's book called The Boy with the Heart on His Sleeve. I have another one that I'm illustrating called Lily and the Red Balloon. I'm writing a novel. I'm doing Legend of the White Dragon. I don't know if you saw that get announced. And then our YouTube channel takes a lot of time. It really is a full-time job, so that's been really fun. And then I'm a mom as well, and my life is busy. Right now I'm a homeschool teacher. So that's not my favorite thing, but we're making it work.
Let's see. Well, guys, thank you for watching. Our interview is done.
Thank you.
So, Miss Sutherland, there are some fans that want to say hi to you.
Yes, who?
Awesome. So let's start from the comments section. So Vietnam Nagian says hi.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Ranger Select says hello.
Hello, Ranger Select.
Thomas Franco says hey.
Hi.
What was your favorite Power Rangers Turbo episode?
Wait and See.
Wait and See?
I loved the message in that one.
Ryan Henry says, Will, what do we have here? Oh, Lazarus Koreatopoulos. I'm sorry.
Greece. Oh, that's somewhere I want to go one day.
Definitely.
Not now.
Ryan says, "Hey Kat, you look great as always. Hope. How is your running going?"
Oh, yes, I'm running. I have found a love of running through Orange Theory, this gym that I was a part of, which is obviously closed right now. So I've had to resort to running outside, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's different. I'm definitely feeling it in a different way, but it's you get that runner's high. It's really awesome.
Awesome. So Kat, I actually have a friend. I don't know. She says she remembers you at the gym. I think her name's Elizabeth. Hold on, what's her name? Oh, my bad. I forgot her last name.
Did you work at Gold's Gym?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yes, Elizabeth. Yes.
Elizabeth Michelle. She says like hi to you. Or she's actually right now.
Tell her I said hello.
She's like, you're just like, oh, you're live with her. She's like, yes, I am.
Yes, tell her I said hi.
Awesome. Oh.
I've got to jump off in like 1 minute. So.
Awesome. So one more. Jemma, you're so pretty, Queen of Pink.
Aw, thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that ends our interview and special live stream.
Thank you so much.
So, Ms. Sutherland, where can you find you on social media?
Catherine Sutherland on Instagram, Catherine_Sutherland. I have a website, catherinesutherland.biz. And then on Facebook, it's Catherine Sutherland Official, I believe.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Where can I find you?
You can find me where you can find me. You can find me on Instagram, brown_K, as well as QR Ranger Book, where I show this massive
Whoa, wow.
behemoth scrapbook.
Look at that monster.
Yeah. I gave you some of my writing at Power Morphicon Express.
Yes, you did. You sure did.
And speaking of next Morphicon, you, me, and Nakia, another Zeomorph.
For sure.
Great.
I'm going to do it. I'll get it right this time. It took me some time.
Yes, and you can find me on Instagram, Dancer4247, and please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and MySpace. I was kidding. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and that's a good bye. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you for having me.